What do I want better with the car after having it for 2 years? Ooh, yeah, what's up guys? It's getting dark out. I want to be quick with this. This is a very highly requested video. I don't know, for some reason I haven't covered this. Without further ado, let's pull the Porsche out. Get to it. I say it like there's only one, but I'm just kidding. This thing is, oh God. Oh, it's so dark. All right, now that we have some light, I know it's too dark, a little bit too dark for what I want, but look at this. Look at her. Oh, look at her. So great. Love this damn thing. We're gonna go over what we're gonna go over today is a 2-year ownership experience. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. More concerned with the car. The car. Give you a little walk around for those of you who are new. Subscribe if you aren't. Little red rectangular button down there, and give the video a thumbs up. That's just so this video gets pushed to who it needs to be pushed to see, and also it's just for your benefit. That way you get these videos more advantageously. You'll see them a lot. I've repeated that a million times. So for anyone who's already subscribed, you're the man. Let's shout out some right here. Subscribe down below, comment down below that you just did that, and I will probably shout you out. I just do it at random. I pick 5 people or so many people do it. Let's get on with the video. I hope it's not too dark. If it is, I'm gonna have to refilm it. And this is the part where, wow, I felt rain. Nope, not today. What I figured I'd do, flip the camera around, talk to you. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to rhyme. What's up with my beard? On my way to the gym, I'm back at my house in Jersey. Yeah, I know we should probably change the name from Supercars Philadelphia to something. Comment below what you think, if I should or if I shouldn't. I kind of want to keep the OG thing going on, plus we're all over everywhere else, like Instagram and Tumblr and even Tinder, yeah. But we're here for this, we're not here for that, even though that is this, and we're here. I want to tell you guys and explain to you my experience with this car over the past 2 years, because it's been not choppy, but I've been a little mixed in whether I wanted to sell it or not sell it or whatever. This thing's paid off, staying in the family. The registration expires soon. I'm gonna have to get that taken care of. The exhaust might be a tad bit illegal. Salt Performance Products exhaust. Cue a sweet clip right here. Ooh, that sounded good. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I didn't hear it, but you did. And future me editing this heard and was like, damn pass, Matt. Thanks for throwing that in there so I could do that and it go along with the storyline. Yeah, great. But look at this. We've also got these aftermarket taillights. I'm just gonna give you a rundown just so it's fair of what is not stock on the car. For those of you who don't know, for those of you who do, haven't made a video with the Cayman in a while, so just enjoy it, watch it, eat some food. Fancy, do some stuff, fun stuff with your significant other while you watch them. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Anyway, these wheels, so shockingly, will actually tell you, yeah, they're plasti dipped. They're plasti dipped black. I was gonna powder coat them initially, and I was like, let me just see what they look like black. I can peel it off and xylene it off. It's just stuff you spray on there. I've heard WD-40 does it too. Satin look just looks sick, and it already looked good, and I was like, let me just spray a few coats on every now and then. I never did that, by the way, and they look pretty damn good, to be honest with you. It, in my opinion, doesn't look like plasti dip. They just look sick. Don't know if I explained this to you where we are or not, but we're on the rallycross track. It's coming along quite well. There's just a few spots where it just recently rained. I have to level them out, and then we're rolling. Rolling, baby. Beautiful. Front of the car, we're looking at these LED spars from ledspars.com. Mr. Sir Joseph DeSimone himself had sent those out. I did have a problem with one. It was a cold solder issue. Look, I'm just here to give you the transparency and the truth. They look badass. I've even foregone doing like a GT3 bumper just because I like how these look so much. The GT3 bumpers are cool, but like if I did it, I'd want to do a 991 bumper, like a 0.1 or a 0.2. It's a bit of money, whereas this, it already kind of has that modern look. And I really like the fact that this car doesn't cost me a lot of money. It actually, because of all you awesome people kind of helps make me money. Yeah, they just look sick. They really do look cool. I've also wrapped this just to match everything else. I really hate the color. What is it? They're gray. They turn gray, clear. The clear ones, not a big fan. And as you can see, I did a horrendous wrap job. I don't know, it's been 2 years, but it fits in there. Here, let's focus in. Nope, focus in. Yeah, you can see it's orange through there. Not clear. Didn't do anything with this, to be quite honest. I kind of like it. I never blacked these out. It's weird, I know, but I kind of like them chrome. Kind of matches that. Side note, more than I'm looking at this, the more I look at it, I think it might be cool to maybe do a black housing. There's also a company that makes halos. If anyone knows who that company is, yo, if you've got any friends that work there, have them reach out to me. I'll reach out to you if I found you by now. Comment down below so I can reach out to them, maybe do a review video on it. I'd love to do that. We got tint from Dynamic Tint in New Jersey. The best place to get tint ever. If you need tint, get tint from them. Not an ad. I just love the owner, Ray. Dude does over 7 figures in tint a year, and that's not profit. He pretty much just recycles it back into the business because he's a savage. Tint on the back too. This is 3M, not XPEL. I have the XPEL XR Plus on the Z06. To be completely honest, I don't see a difference. Sorry, don't kill me. Nothing up with the wing. Of course, you have that sweet purring exhaust sound. Now that I just ruined my camera, that's done. That's it. We're on the outside. We also have these tacky logos I'm probably gonna pull off soon because I'm an idiot. I should pull them off. Yeah, I know, I suck. Marketing, because marketing. On the inside, yes, we have some Mobil 1 0W40. I've just been using it. I've ran these in all these. I've had quite a few of these. This is my first personal 987. I've had quite a few 987s for the driving school. I used to own a driving school. I can go into that in more details in the future, but right now, focus on the car. These door pulls, a subscriber, one of you sent them to me. It's not like a stock, or it's not an OEM door pull. You can see it actually latches out just like the regular one. It just looks sick. And who am I to not install something one of you send me? Just don't send me like really tacky stuff. This is borderline tacky, but it looks dope. So it's not tacky. We've foregone the tackiness. Stock seat, stock wheel. We've done a non-stock wheel. Half of you loved it, half of you hated it. I like how it works because it really helps the driving experience. I suggest you try one, but like a 300 mil steering wheel, it's super tiny. But you know, I didn't really like how it looked. I could do the black one, but also did some weird thing. Where it messed up my my traction control. It fully negates it, and that's fine on track. But when you're pulling out of a tight parking lot, not so good for a street car. Don't do it on a street car. Oh, just don't do it on a street car, unless you really want to. It just messed something up. And also, you're missing an airbag that's illegal. So yeah, don't do it. Gas cap in the front. Yeah. We're outside the car again though. Let's go back in. GT2 RS shift knob. It's too dark. It's too dark. Watch previous videos to see that. It's sick. It matches all the other red stuff. I wanted to get red seat belts, and I kind of want to do one of those, you know, the nice little electronic things where you get a infotainment system that can actually hook up Bluetooth. And this can lead into 2 different things. 1, the problems I've had with this car, and 2, what I want fixed with the car. Because they're kind of the same, but they're also a little bit different. And here's how. The only issue I've ever had with this car is the fact that it's not an issue. It kind of sucks up some oil, so if you don't always have oil on you, it can be a little anxiety causing, you make you anxious, anxious, something like that. And it would just suck to be like on a big, long journey. You know, you're traveling and you just don't have oil, and then you blow up the car. I think there are a few circumstances that are documented online where people have done that. It sucks. You kind of can't really do anything about it. It just sucks, especially if you romp on the car. Like say if you're tracking it, hard on a track day, big hard track day, and then you just get ripped. Like you can't, I mean, yeah, you can kind of do something about it, but sometimes you run out. I've never done that myself, but it's a possibility. Cross your fingers. That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. Moreover, the only real issue I had was when I messed up the thing with the steering wheel. I didn't mess anything up. I think it's just, correct me if I'm wrong, any Porsche techs out there. When you put on the aftermarket steering wheel, you disconnect the steering angle sensor, or I think it's a steering angle sensor. So the steering wheel must have something in it that can't compute. This is all a total guess, but it has something that can't compute with that sensor, and it cannot feed information to it telling you, hey, I'm turning left or I'm turning right. It negates the traction control entirely, and that I do know. And it makes this weird like crunching noise if you turn coming out of a parking lot. So that's it. Yeah, I know, really boring, bad stuff, stupid stuff that's wrong with the car. Probably for marketing purposes, should have put this at the end of the video, because then all you weird degenerates that love to be super negative, just kidding, I understand it if you are. It's the phase, you'll get over it. That's really it that was wrong with the car. I've literally had no issues. I hate to burst your bubble, non-degenerates that I just call degenerates, but that's literally it. I'm really sorry, I hate to tell you that, but this is my favorite angle of the car. No, it's not. No, it's not. Never had an issue with really anything. When I bought the car, the clutch life was a little low. I was told they were selling it for $43,000. I got it for $29,500 after some strict negotiating, because I am a complete dickhead. If you guys want more negotiating videos on cars, comment it below. I'm always open to your feedback. They thought there was something wrong with the clutch. There wasn't. The clutch just didn't have 100% clutch life. And I was like, I could get 5,000 miles out of it, then put like a sport clutch in it anyway. Well, we still got the clutch. It definitely slips a little. We can't beat the crap out of the car, which I don't do anyway. I do push the car though, because it's good for these flat sixes to do. I don't care if anybody wants to tell me no or not. I'm not telling you to, but I personally, for my cars, I love pushing my cars to their limits and then letting them chill. I just think it's a good thing to do that for everything. Not too much, you know what I mean? I'm not overtraining it, but it is what it is. I'm actually gonna shut this off. Key is on the left side, for those of you who don't know. Oh yeah, I bought this too. Did I buy this? Yeah, no, I think I bought this. I don't think anyone sent this to me. This is a gray crest tag. I normally have this posted in the bottom of my Porsche videos. You can get one too. You can get one too. I'm definitely not trying to get a thumbnail here. As I drain the battery, before we get into everything else, I did a de-snork on this too. A lot of very controversial. You would have to shoot a fire hose, like a pressure washer in there for a good amount of time to really get water damage and hydrolock your vehicle. That was made for cigarettes, so people were flicking out cigarette butts out of the window. So it doesn't go into the air intake and cause, you know, like, I don't know, fire problems and other weird small object problems. Just not good. A lot of air with a cigarette, like a tinder, probably bad. Probably just not the most ideal thing. It really helps operating temps if you're pushing the car, if you're tracking the car, if you're just driving it through some back roads. Not gonna lie, lately, I'm doing a lot of back road driving, not a lot of track driving, really focused on a lot of things on my plate on this rally track and everything. Haven't been getting to tracks. I'd love to. I've been setting something up with NJMP over the past few months. It's just I got so busy over the past few weeks. We've been street driving this thing to the gym, like I'm about to do right now. But I take scenic routes. Like it's 5 minutes to the gym, I take 20 minutes to get to the gym, because I take a really long way, because it's a fun way, it's nice and twisty. What do I want better with the car after having it for 2 years? Well, fuel mileage, it doesn't kill me. I can get into a running cost video. It spent me, or cost me I should say, about, I would say $600 for a year, each year, in fuel. Yeah. That's not terrible. That's not getting like 3 miles to the gallon. That's really driving this car enthusiastically everywhere. I'm not revving the piss out of it in the middle of the city. I'm not down there, whoop, bop, 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 bop. I do that at car shows just because people ask me, and you know, that's the angle we were looking for. Oh yeah. You hear that thunder? Wild. Well, maybe it's not this angle, I don't know. I did crack the windshield, did have the windshield replaced. What else? There's really no other issues. The front, the paint, Porsche paint, this is a problem I can go into. Porsche paint is terrible. I got this car with, again, this is the only other thing that was kind of wrong with it. This is the last thing I'm gonna say because there's nothing else wrong with it. The Porsche paint is super soft. Porsche paint, the upkeep, if it's not PPF'd right away, which this was in 2008, that wasn't like a prominent thing until 2011 or 12. PPF, like good PPF, not just front clear bras, but like good, proper PPF, like Suntech and 3M and Expel. Yeah, wasn't like a thing. So people were tracking this and driving this and doing back roads, and right now there's just mosquitoes and stuff on it. There's actually like other dirt on it, but you can't even tell. But there's some deficiencies. There are some defects in the paint, but from far away, from 5 feet away, from 100 feet away, she's looking good. I don't know why I keep doing this. I'm sorry that I keep making you do this. It's like a joke with this, where like, if people are like, yo, what's that? Gosh, running costs, like I said, I'll get into that in another video. If you want it, I will make a separate video for this, because this is gonna be like 10, 12, whatever minutes long. Yeah, great car. Oh, space-wise, I will say this video is gonna be a conglomeration or compilation of things I say to everybody in all my videos, not everybody, in my videos over time, just because it's a front trunk. It's, there are a lot of things that are repetitive, not in the videos, but things that I kind of say that aren't really the main heart in the video, and it wouldn't make sense to leave it out in another video like this when I'm telling you my ownership experience. I've traveled a lot in this car. This is what I'm getting at. I traveled a lot in this car, and look at all the space. Okay, we're gonna step in here. Ugh. We might be able to. Oh my God! All right, yeah, like we're close. We're close. It's hot. That's hot. I'm getting out. Oh my God! I filled a ton of beer in here one time at a racetrack. That was cool. Like, I wasn't drinking and driving. It was for other people. My tires were messed up. Ton of space back here too. Like, I have oil in there. I have my OBD2 back there, and you can get that same compartment from there. And it's getting really dark, so I don't want to take too much longer with this. Ultimately, this car, for the price I got it for, or the price even they wanted it for, I think they wanted too much, but over the past 2 years, it's been fantastic. It's been great. I have a Z06 as well, if you're unfamiliar with the channel. I have a 986. I have another 987S that we're doing something with. That's why I haven't been showing you. Another 987S that we are doing something with. That's why I haven't been showing you guys. And what else? Oh, my Mercedes, and the Mercedes, and maybe another Mercedes that's coming. There's another car coming to the channel soon. I'm trying to decide exactly what it is. I'm not going to deviate from the title of this video or subject of it, but I'm trying to decide. There's a lot of factors that come in. I don't think I'm going to go the basic supercar evolution route, and honestly, this is not a supercar. Don't get me wrong, Supercars of Philadelphia was sort of a name, a setup name, where I was trying to set this up so this is going to be my car, and the Z06 is my car. Some people think a Z06 is a supercar. I don't think it's quite there, but it's there, if that makes sense. It's not one, but it has the qualities of one. Just like this. This has the qualities of a supercar, but it's not. It's just not. It's not a Lamborghini, it's not a Ferrari. It's just not. But it is a Porsche, and it's a wicked good one. In my opinion, out of all the ones I've driven, I hate to say it, but for the price, for the value that you get, it's the best one. Some people would disagree, say GT cars are more worth it. Plug, just kidding. Didn't know that was back there, I forgot. The access to oil through here. Anywho, yeah, water, coolant, and oil, this is what they recommend. You don't have to listen to them. Just always use the full amount of the only stuff. Don't mix oils. I wouldn't recommend it. Only advice I will give you on that is don't mix oils. Tell me how you really feel. Someone's beeping. Yeah, these lights haven't had an issue with either. This car is so worth the money. If you're thinking about getting one and you can afford it, do it. The only thing I would say is don't overextend. I don't overextend with any of these things, and like I could have gotten a Gallardo, and then I got this. Yeah, what do you mean, Matt? Why don't you get a 430? I didn't want that. I wanted this. I wanted to make videos with this. I kind of wanted to document my experience with this car too, but I was gonna get it regardless, even if I didn't make videos. I was making snowboarding videos at the time, and I was also working for a company before I really got into my driving school, and I was doing driving with them, and the OGs will know. I'm not gonna talk about it because I'm not gonna start shit. OGs will know exactly what I'm talking about. But a lot of the POV videos with the Lamborghinis and Ferraris and stuff like that, there's just other stuff too I was doing. But it's great. That's all I can say. This thing's great overall. Very, 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 here I go doing that again. Very few problems. Like, no problems. The only problems that are on here are like operator error. The clutch life should last 50, 60, 80, 100,000 miles. It could. It doesn't really need to in a manual. I mean, it depends. You can get 20,000 out of it if you really don't know how to drive. And just because it goes at 40 or 60 or whatever, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Some people have different ways of driving. There is one way to use a clutch, but, you know, one right way, but it is what it is. The wing, that goes up and down too, just to throw that out there for those of you who don't know. Pretty badass. I've considered getting the extenders because I never really close this anyway. Considered disabling it, just fully taking the motor out and getting the extenders just to cut some weight and whatever. The motor's probably really small and only saves like a couple pounds though. We'll see. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you is that this thing's sweet. I can't walk around the car enough or so many times and say that before you're like, yo, this guy's a psycho, shut up. But yo, really, like, get one. Just don't overextend. It's going to be one of the greatest decisions of your life, especially if you can daily drive this. I daily drive it on and off. Right now I do have a regular job pretty much that does take over about 50 hours of my life a week, and I don't drive this to work every day, if barely ever actually. But when I come home I take it to the gym. So it's not really a weekend car because I still use it during the week almost every night. Same with the Corvette, same with the Mercedes. It's just great. Insurance too, like 60 bucks, 70 bucks I think. I get full coverage, full PIP, everything. I'm with Progressive. I've been with them for 10 years and that's why I think it's so cheap. The Z06 I only pay 70 bucks on too, so I think it's a variable thing where it's my age, it's my record, it's qualifications, all that stuff. I have like defensive driving courses and shit, that's what I mean by qualifications. Get one that's well optioned. If you want one to hold value, get an R. If you want one to enjoy, dude, get that. Get an S. The base models aren't bad either. If you were gonna choose between this and something else, and I can even do that in another video, it's gonna come down to this. I'll explain why in another video though. Like I said, I really don't care what some of the people say in the comments that are negative, but people have been like, oh, that's not a supercar. You should get a Lambo, but you're too poor to even get the entry-level Lambo and stuff like that. Like, dude, you don't... It's funny that people say that. Nobody knows anybody's finances. You don't know how much money is saving up for retirement. You don't know how much money they're putting into real estate or other things that don't make you look rich. I said this in the last video. There's a saying where it's 98% of being rich is looking it, or being successful is looking it. For me, it's not. We're gonna end on that note. I don't really have much else. I'll answer you in the comments if you have a question. Again, subscribe. I'm gonna shout out, or I did earlier in this video. I'll shout out subscribers at random. Just comment down below, and that's how we'll figure it out. If you don't do it, you don't get it. So do it. And buy a 987. I can't repeat myself enough. Buy a 987. Buy it and drive it. Put miles on it. Load it up with miles. Put 100,000 miles on it. Get one that's, yeah, 200,000 miles. I don't care. Rebuild the engine. Put a nicer engine in it. Again, don't overextend yourself. Do not overextend yourself. If you are driving this, personally, not because of things can go wrong, but yeah, you can grenade the engine because of the IMS. I haven't had any of those issues. Like, people try to call that out and say this, and this has been a long talk, but this is just like a bro to bro, or dude to girl, or Matt to his lover or stalker conversation. You're gonna hear that lightning in a second. And someone count the seconds. It's just like, load it up with miles. Get a base Cayman if you have to. You hear that? I'm gonna get out of here because I don't want to get raped in the rain. Oh God, I love y'all, for real. Thank you for everything you guys have done. This car has been a blessing. You guys have helped by watching the videos, and you know, you get something out of it too. I hope the information. Some people think I'm a total stew-nod, but whatever. It's because I am. I totally am. I hope this gives you info. I hope this explains things to you. I hope this gives you value and entertainment, because I'm a jackass. And watch, my battery will probably be dead. I need water, can you tell? Just keeping it real with y'all, keeping it 100. That's what I like to do on this channel. That's why this channel doesn't have 1 million subs, because I don't falsify things or lie or whatever. And some might discount that as me just, you know, taking the easy way out, but I'm not. We're gonna get to 69 billion. It says it down below in every other video. With that being said, I guess we're out, right? Comment down your opinions, comments, concerns, or video topics next, because this spawned from your question. I convert your questions into videos. Oh yeah, it's super dark, but also remember the time I did the red racing stripe and wrapped this steering wheel in carbon fiber that you can't see, and also got this phone mount that you can't see. Okay, I'll just go fuck myself. Sorry, bye.